and I'm very excited to share here our comprehensive journey with Odoo, from pioneering real-time accounting to innovating finance together with Sébastien.
Great, thank you, Wim. I'm really happy to be here as well. We know each other since a while now, as we have started working together a long time ago. Maybe for the audience, could you share with us a bit the vision of KPMG and where do you see it?
Yeah, perhaps let me kick off with a quick intro of KPMG. So we are one of the so-called Big Four professional services firms. We provide a wide range of services to our clients, from accounting, tax, legal, towards audit and consulting. We have a global footprint, more than 275,000 employees in more than 140 countries. And we have a strong growth ambition, just like Odoo. We are in fact the fastest growing Big Four in Belgium for 4 years in a row now, so and ready to keep that pace. And we realize that growth ambition by embedding technology and AI in everything we do. We're also dedicated to social responsibility, as you can see. We have more than 800,000 hours in volunteer work and pro bono services, and more than 180 million in finance. So also in Belgium, we've, for instance, planted our own KPMG forest last year. So that's also important.
That's nice.
But I think, Sébastien, you have a couple of questions for me today, and you already mentioned the first one.
Yeah, it's a bit the vision that you have globally on this partnership as well, and how basically we can collaborate.
So what triggered the collaboration was in fact transformation of our accountancy services department. That was the trigger. We wanted in fact to do two things. We wanted to improve our client experience, and we wanted to improve our efficiency. And that's where it all started. We wanted to improve client experience. We are just like Odoo, a client-centric organization. We put the client first, we go for the long-term relationship, and we wanted to offer real-time accounting to our clients, because then they can make better informed decisions based on real-time data, not based on data of a couple of weeks or months ago. And we also wanted to put this real-time accounting at the disposal of our accountants so that they can give more proactive advice. And obviously we needed a platform that could facilitate interaction and communication. Communication with clients is always key. And then we had the efficiency part. We wanted to improve efficiency because accountants in Belgium is a bottleneck profession. It's 10 years ago, everybody thought that the accountancy profession was going to disappear. Now today it's a bottleneck profession, and in certain areas of the countries you see that accountancy firms no longer accept new clients, which is a worrying evolution. So in our situation we also had not only the lack of capacity, but also the IT legacy systems that were not fit for purpose, that were not communicating with each other. So we had a difficult IT landscape with tools that did not communicate. So because of all of these reasons, we decided to do a complete modernization of our finance and accounting landscape. We saw this digitalization not just as a technical upgrade, but really as a reinvention of the way we work, the way we serve our clients, and the way we grow. So this was really a change project, a journey towards a cultural shift from our accountants to become more agile, more client-centric, and more collaboration. So in a nutshell, it started with a digital shift. We needed to replace the systems, but we also wanted to close that communication gap with the clients, work on the efficiency, deliver real-time accounting, which is a complete transformation of the process, and then ultimately deliver more proactive advice. So that's in a nutshell the journey, but it went quite intensive.
I remember basically when we started having the discussions, we had this, if you remember, cultural clash, let's say, right? Where you have a startup on one side.
I think we both were shocked.
Indeed, and that was actually also what makes, I think, the relationship so good today. It's because we had that. We're able also to collaborate thanks to that. So basically, what made you choose Odoo? That's the question.
Yeah. So back in the day we had around 1,200 clients in accountancy in Belgium. So we could not risk making hasty decisions. So we started drafting an extensive list of requirements, our wish list, and it was all about not only improved client experience, but also integration, IT security. The data of our clients is super important, but also improved bookkeeping and accounting processes. And we wanted a platform that really supported that interaction, digitization, could deliver real-time accounting, and also automate a lot of tasks, deliver reporting, standard reporting, tailor-made reporting, and obviously also streamlined document management. So we had a very long wish list. So then we organized a beauty contest. You might remember that. We had 10 contenders, and we had an intense evaluation process, a lot of demos, a lot of in-depth testing, and then ultimately we selected Odoo as our preferred technology partner. And in fact, we were so convinced that Odoo was the right choice that we decided to step down as your auditor. So KPMG was the auditor of Odoo, and we stepped down as auditor, and the next day we concluded an alliance.
That was a true story,
on accounting in the first phase, and as a full transformation and implementation partner at the later stage. So indeed, you might wonder why Odoo blew the competition away. And well, it was all about your commitment to innovation, versatility, integration, and also your openness to feedback. We gave a lot of feedback to you.
Sure.
It was very intensive, but what I really appreciate, or what the team really appreciates, is that you have been acting upon that feedback. And we saw this in version 16, we saw it in 17, we saw it in 18, and based on this morning's keynote, we will also see it in 19 with the launch of the audit file and the upgrade of the dashboard. So if I reflect on that, it has really been an intensive journey. And I think that although we have a lot of cultural differences, I think that we also have a couple of things in common. We share the same philosophy when it comes down to listening to the clients, tweaking and adapting the services to the clients, and collaborating. And ultimately, our choice for Odoo came down to a desire to lead in that innovative journey rather than to follow.
Yeah.
And we wanted to really have a solution where we can have more impact, where we can really deliver faster, smarter solutions to our clients, regardless of their size. Because, for instance, in accounting, we have a lot of smaller clients, SMEs, but also that is starting to grow. So in a nutshell, it was about trust, collaboration, and innovation, and we saw the trust growing with our clients. Initially with the automation of repetitive tasks, also with the streamlining of document management, and then in the next phase with the additional functionality that came with each new version. And we also saw the trust growing with our accountants, because with the switch to Odoo, this freed up a lot of their time because the technology did the heavy weightlifting, and they could free up more time to focus on the clients and what keeps the client awake at night. Yeah. So that was really a transformative journey for them as well. But perhaps a question for you: were you surprised that KPMG selected you for this project?
Yeah, to be honest, it was a surprise. We did everything we could to convince you, but we knew that the cultural shock would be quite big because, in a way, you guys come from the auditing world, right? Where risk management is super important. We come from the startup world, where basically risk management is our day-to-day. We like to take risk, otherwise we do not move on, right?
Entrepreneurship.
So indeed, it was a surprise, but at the end we're also surprised how easily you took control of the platform and you were able really to adopt it straight away. And then today we see that real-time accounting is becoming something. That's a question for you then. Yeah. How does it look, the real-time accounting?
Yeah. Perhaps I can run you quickly through the implementation journey, because that's also an important one. You might recall we kicked off the project at the end of 2021, and then obviously there was a lot of work on the plate. Thanks to the detailed analysis made during the proposal phase, we could swiftly move to system configuration and align your features with our operational needs. It was also about in-depth testing, rigorous planning, validation, make a detailed migration plan for all our clients. But then the most challenging part was training our people during another wave of the COVID-19 pandemic, because the switch to Odoo really introduced a new way of working. It was required change management, so doing that in a virtual way was quite challenging. So then, beginning of 2022, it was D-Day. We needed to migrate those 1,200 clients to Odoo. It was quite exciting, but luckily everything went well.
Exciting but scary.
Both. But we went live and we immediately got gold accounting partner status with that overnight migration. So that was good. And then, gradually we saw the desired outcome, namely an increased client experience and an improved efficiency. For instance, a VAT return that used to take 3 days was now done in 4 hours. That was, and we had also the advantage of being the first mover. We were the first large accounting firm in Belgium to switch to Odoo. And we were very happy to onboard a lot of new clients that specifically came to us because of our alliance with Odoo. So it was great to see that traction. And then we gradually decided to build also a dedicated implementation team, because we see that the alliance really fueled our growth. And then the next D-Day was end of May 2023, when we decided to become a full transformation and implementation partner, and significantly expanded our alliance. And it was also our desire to become like a one-stop shop to combine KPMG's business and digital transformation expertise with Odoo's innovative platform. So that was another milestone in our collaboration. And then it was for us to keep up with your rapid evolution with all the upgrades, because we also want to put that additional functionality at the disposal of our clients and at the disposal of our people. Obviously we are not yet on 19, but
no, but I must admit that you upgrade quite often, and every time you upgrade, it's all the customer at once. So I know that it's also a bit of tension for you guys, but it works, and it's always a success.
Thank you. And we made it to Silver Implementation Partner last year, and now we are well on track to become a Gold Implementation Partner at the end of this year. So in the coming months. So if you look at this, we are surfing on the Odoo wave, I would say, for a couple of years now, and I see a couple of evolutions. And the first observation that I see is that the size of the companies that is going for Odoo seems to grow. In the beginning, we saw a lot of interest with smaller organizations and SMEs, and now we see the full spectrum. We see also larger multinationals shifting to Odoo. Do you also see that evolution?
Yeah, I mean, at the moment, I think that there are plenty of opportunity. The market is moving toward that. I think there is the 2T ERP that is also joining the game, where basically you have the large groups that are using at the corporate level one solution, but then they're looking for agile solutions in every subsidiaries, etc. So that brings us to the Fortune 1000, Fortune 100, Fortune 10 sometimes even. So indeed, it's a trend that we see.
Yeah. And a second observation I see is that a lot of implementators are struggling with the accounting apps and the finance apps. And what we see more and more is that we team up with other implementators, whereby KPMG takes care of the accounting apps or the finance apps, and the other party does the rest of the implementation, and that combined approach is also appreciated by the clients. And then I think a third observation is that we see more and more cross-border implementations,
correct,
which run very smoothly. If you have an extra group company in the Netherlands, in France, in Germany, in Switzerland, easy to add that in the database and then immediately comply with the local VAT requirements. So that is something which we also see more and more.
Yeah, and in the collaboration it helps a lot as well. You have the expertise, you have the stamp as well of the auditing company, accounting company as well. And so larger groups are also reassured by the fact that, okay, we can collaborate on that.
Yeah, and also because of the growing demand, we have been expanding our capabilities and scaling up the team. And I was just telling you, early this month we had 10 new joiners in the accounting and the implementation team. Yeah. And we continuously look for good people to join us at junior level and at more experienced level. So Sebastian, if you're ready for a new challenge, please feel free to join us. So moving then to your question of a couple of minutes ago, and sorry to take you to answer it only now. The real-time accounting one, what does it mean? So real-time accounting is really transformed the way we operate. It's about providing real-time insights to clients rather than providing insights from a couple of months or a couple of weeks ago. So that's transformational, and today it's perfectly possible to provide those real-time insights, and accounting is about doing that, because in today's fast-paced environment, business owners, C-levels of companies, they need to know the actual status, not the status of a couple of weeks ago in these challenging times of economic and geopolitical disruption. So how does real-time accounting then look like? This is my favorite slide. So let me give you an example. We create a sales invoice, and we send it via the PEPL network in electronic format to the clients. We check the invoice. We follow up on the payment, we track the payments, we send payment reminders if needed, and then this automatically generates. We can either have an auto-generated invoice based on business processes, or we can manually create it, and this allows an immediate accounting entry. So you don't have to wait for the end of the month or the end of the quarter, you immediately have the data in your accounting system. And then the purchase invoices from the suppliers instantly arrive in Odoo via the PEPL network in the same way. You can generate expense reports and have them approved and processed then in Odoo, and this eliminates the need to keep physical receipts. Staff can generate expense reports, can submit the preferred reimbursement method, and then once approved, again entries are posted to Odoo. And then we have the payments, the payment of the purchase invoices, of the expense reports. These are grouped into SEPA batches, can be exported in XML files, uploaded to the bank, and then in turn the bank transactions are automatically imported in Odoo via PSD2. Then we have the payroll documents, the so-called SODA files. arrive imported in Odoo via Codabox or via the email aliases from the payroll office. And then what's great is each transaction is then automatically updated in the KPI dashboard in Odoo. So this is real-time accounting as it should be. And we make the client addicted to the data. They can check their financials every day, and it's very impactful. And what's great is that all of these tasks, they happen in a continuous loop. So it's a fantastic view. I can watch this for hours. And then obviously the accountant can sync also with Silverfin. That's something that we really stalk you on, to have that sync for the year-end filing, for the financial statement, for the tax filing. So in turn, in conclusion, Odoo connects to the clients, to the suppliers, to the payment reminders, the expense reports, the bank, the payroll office, reporting. And this is really very impactful because this flow of information, this interaction between all of these components is very efficient, and this is really a deep integration of all the financial and the business processes that enhances overall efficiency. So
at the end it helps the entrepreneur to take decisions based on real-time numbers.
Absolutely,
and not to wait like 3 months to get the official numbers, let's say.
Massive change, And a lot of providers claim they can do it, but we can do it. It's
correct.
It's true.
I think it will go even faster with the new version. I don't know when you will upgrade, but the day we will upgrade, you have even more
we'll start
AI.
working at tomorrow. Or next week.
Indeed. Okay, so now of course we've seen what it has, the impact that it has on the customer, what it had at the organization level, but what about the accountant level?
Well, this has really transformed the way we operate, and the accountants have shifted away from operational tasks, more repetitive bookkeeping tasks, to a more strategic role. Really advising proactively the clients on what they can do. And in fact, you can compare the accountant today as some kind of trusted advisor of SMEs, a person who knows the company very good, all the ins and the outs, and who can now provide real-time advice based on real-time insights. And this is transformational. And sometimes, just like a family doctor, this accountant has to refer the company to another specialist, like a lawyer, a cybersecurity expert, a valuation expert. And what's great, a company like KPMG has all these experts under one roof. We are a one-stop shop, so we can help the client from A to Z. So that's really transformational. As I already mentioned about the fact that we have the shift to the more strategic advisory role because of the automation of all these repetitive tasks, providing real-time insights. And then the way we do is by building 2 dedicated teams. We have a dedicated team of accounting key users, which are accountants with a very deep Odoo knowledge that can help with the day-to-day questions. And then we have a team of implementation specialists that help with whenever there's an implementation request, small or big, from a client, or that can do the full scale implementation. And that's basically the secret of our success, is that close collaboration between those accounting key users and the implementation specialists. That's one of our main differentiators. That's where we blow the competition away. And then there's obviously the international aspects. KPMG has a global footprint. We work together closely with the other member firms in the other 143 countries. We do more and more cross-border implementations, and we are very proud that we are recognized, KPMG in Belgium is recognized as the global center of excellence for Odoo within the KPMG network, so that's also something we're respectful of.
That's great. And if we have to think about it now, of course, the question is, okay, what's up? What's next for the partnership? I think you already gave some insights. You're recruiting, you're accelerating in terms of implementation. Maybe a words on that?
Indeed, interesting times. And if you look back, I think we have reached our goals. Improved client experience, improved efficiency. We are really proud of what we have achieved together, but we are just getting started. I think we have written some history together by delivering that real-time accounting as it should be. On the short term, I already mentioned that we want to become a gold implementation partner in, let's say, before Christmas. That's the
challenge
first.
Accepted.
The second one is expansion of the team. Again, reflect on the possibility. So we continue to grow to meet also the increasing demand, and then, I think we have a bright future of continued collaboration ahead of us. We look forward to continue surfing on the Odoo wave, and I think that Odoo will remain a cornerstone of our financial transformation strategy. And especially after all the AI capabilities that you showed this morning, really impressive. And I'm convinced that fueled by those AI capabilities that this will continue to drive innovation and collaboration and excellence in client services. So I look forward to that journey, and we will see where it will take us.
Yeah, for sure. I think there are plenty of features that we will see tomorrow that you will love to use as well later on, but we'll see. That's the next step.
Very good. Many thanks for joining me on stage, Sebastien. And I would like to invite everybody to join us at the KPMG booth at Hall 7. And for now, I wish you a nice Odoo experience day. And see you soon. Thank you.
Thank you, Wim. Thanks a lot. We'll take a couple of questions.
Can I perhaps offer you a KPMG shirt?
That's my pleasure. Nice.
Fantastic, yeah? You
Thanks
don't
a
have
lot.
to wear it today, but...
No, today would be difficult, but I will for sure wear it.
Very good. Thank you.
So, if you have questions, do not hesitate to ask them. So, someone said, will you take the job at KPMG?
Not at the moment. I'm busy already, but
yeah, we are just negotiating about the terms and conditions.
I understand. We have another question. Can you tell us more about the integration layer at a high level?
Well, yeah. For instance, on when we see there is a need for an integration, we give the feedback to Odoo, and I think in each new version that was launched, there were some additional integrations. I mentioned the silver one. If there is a need on the market, if we can see that we can work in a more efficient way, then we mention it. Obviously, there's also a lot of customization on specific client engagement. If you see there's a multiple needs, then we address it, and the line is open. I think people from KPMG are sitting all the time in your offices and vice versa.
Yeah.
And that's what, it's almost like co-creation. And again, it's that openness to feedback that we don't see with a lot of providers.
Yeah, I think that what really matters in the partnership that we have, we started saying, okay, this is a solution that we have. We know it's not perfect, so please give your feedbacks. And that's what we have on a daily basis. Sometimes we even fight on some feedbacks because we do not agree, and so that's why it's really interesting, because that's where the value comes.
Yeah, that's what, for instance, an example is for version 18, we really pushed you guys to have that dashboard for multiple companies, because we are like a go-between. We are an accountant sitting between you and the end client. We want to have that dashboard for multiple clients to also work efficient. So that's the type of relationship we have. We always give a lot of feedback, and then you start creating the solution.
Indeed.
Thank you for your answer. We have one more question. Do you see that the Big Four classification will be altered due to the significant empowerment of ERP solutions and AI technologies?
That's an excellent question, and I see that we only have 2 minutes left.
Yes.
But I fully believe that we are standing in front of a period of massive disruption and radical change. And whether the Big Four from today will be the same as tomorrow, we will see. But from KPMG side, I can say that we full go for innovation, and we embed technology in AI in everything we do. If I have seen what has happened over the past year, it's really, we could say that 12 months ago. And if I see the roadmap for the coming 6 months, it's really exciting to be part of that period. So yeah, we'll see what the future brings. I'm not Madame Soleil. I cannot look in the future, but we need to work as Big Four also to become more agile. That is true, and we are doing that with Odoo on accounting.
Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot. Thanks.
That was the last question.
Thank you, Wim.